All right. We're live.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with our end of day. It has been a very interesting 48 hours. And I'm sure it's going to be the unknown is upon us for who knows what we're going to face. But we got a very special thing to go over with you guys. And I've invited my main man, Frank, here with me. He is my other half, my better half of Pulse
Now,
Wave Trading. The
now we
man
sound like
behind the
girlfriends, man.
scenes.
Got to
That's
rework.
right. And he's selling Girl Scout cookies, and he wants to give you guys the lowdown. Take it away, Frank.
We are not selling Girl Scout. Anyway, we are not a couple. We're just business partners. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we have, families and kids and what. But anyway, everybody, it's good to see you. This is Frank. And this is actually for our Dex. We're messing with our members tonight. They don't even know what's going on, but we've got members live with us now in our sort of webinar half of this broadcast. And this is usually just our watch list orders, but we called this episode 1 of our new podcast, which is, I think it's going to be at least a weekly show, maybe on Sundays, called the Algo Capitalist Society. And I'm very excited about it. It represents more than a podcast, but it's at least a podcast. And so tonight we're kind of introducing it and saying hello. So this is doubling as a watch list orders, which I'm going to let you get into in a few minutes, and episode 1 of the Algo Capitalist Society, which we'll do our full fun, topical episode of it pretty soon. But also, Dex, you announced that you made you said it was a triple spoiler, but it ended up being just a double spoiler, which is it's funny because it's like it's all this stuff that we haven't talked about, but we were kind of too excited about, and we wanted to do something special for Christmas.
Yes,
so we don't want to confuse our people. We really don't. So we're sort of like introducing this as something, this is like, it's on our timeline. We're super excited about it. We've already put work into it, but we haven't really talked about it. We've been talking about Pulse Wave 3, which is, almost ready. It's just, a few more website updates and stuff like that. And we'll be able to call it Pulse Wave 3. But long planned after that is the Algo Capitalist Society, which is going to be a sort of a whole other area of our business. And it's going to, there's another aspect to that, which is the Algo Capitalist newsletter, which is sort of like, it's for more people. Hey, John, thanks for being here, man. It's for more people than maybe just traders, because I know there's a lot of people who listen to you who are gold bugs and Bitcoin crypto enthusiasts and silver stackers, right where I started. And we know there's lots of people who love to listen to your Outside the Bots podcast and get your perspective on that. So the Algo Capitalist Society is really a podcast, but also a community that we're building around the work of this dude known as Dex the Algo Capitalist, world famous online trader. So that's what the Algo Capitalist Society is. It's really, it's not a fan group for Dex. It's a practical place where, thanks, John. It's going to be a practical place and a set of products and a way to access stuff that really benefits our community. Also, and this is the thing that you spoiled, Dex, it's that the Algo Capitalist Society, but also the newsletter that we have coming out in Q1 of 2024 that we're very excited about, which is exactly what I'm talking about. This more sort of like broadly appealing newsletter from you, which is something we've been wanting to do for a while. So, yes. So what is the big deal about it? It's a podcast, and we're talking about a newsletter that's not coming out yet. So why are we talking about it tonight? Well, it's almost Christmas time, Dex. It's December 5th. I got jingle bells in my heart and stuff like that. So I want to talk about a bonus Christmas present that we're adding to our current holiday sale. So we'll show the commercial before I turn the show back totally over to you, Dex. But we've been doing a yearly sale, and people have been pretty excited about it. And we extended it past Black Friday. So now it's our Christmas sale. But just for a few days longer, And I'm going to announce a close to this at some point, even probably before the sale is closed. But anybody who's bought it and anybody who buys it over the next few days, I'm going to airdrop a founder's pass to the Algo Capitalist Society for you. So what is a founder's pass? Well, some of you may have guessed this is going to be a crypto-based tokenized community. I don't want to use the 3 letters because immediately people think pixel art and scams. But there is a use for these tokens, folks, and you're about to see one of the greatest uses of all time. Because what Dex and I want to do is take his work with his pulse wave reports and the incredible insights that he brings to the market, and we want to experiment with doing business in a Web3 crypto powered environment. So we are putting out a token. Now it's not a token like a meme coin. We're talking about an access token, an NFT, but it's not an art NFT. It's a community NFT. So this will be for the Algo Capitalist Society. We're making very few of these founder tokens, like very few, because they're going to come with some extreme privileges. So this is mostly just to experiment. So those of you who glaze over as soon as you hear about this, here's the cool part. You don't even have to have a wallet yet, right? If you sign up or have signed up for our Black Friday / holiday Christmas 888 yearly sale on our website, right on our pricing page, you can't miss it. It's on the homepage. And you reach out to me and give me your wallet address. We will airdrop this to you after the first minting begins. So I have a limited number of those that I'm willing to airdrop. So you don't have to do anything with your wallets or anything like that now. Just if you want one, we're giving away. And that founders token, this is what it gets you, Dex. Are you ready, Dex?
Hit me with it.
Because I think this is actually going to be, it's going to give you access to like special parts of our Discord and all of the stuff that we're going to build. I don't want to burden people with it, but just to say we're going to be experimenting with it. And I actually think it's going to be the most fun thing we've done in a long time. But you're getting your full pulse wave access. So 888, it's already a Christmas gift in and of itself. But this will give you lifetime access to the Algo Capitalist newsletter coming out first quarter 2024. Lifetime access through the pass that I'm going to airdrop you. So that's a bonus if you get our yearly sale right now. Lifetime access to the Algo Capitalist report. And a year, of course, you get your year of pulse wave trading. So that's a huge Christmas boost. I want to make sure that I didn't miss, because I know there were 3 parts to it. I want to make sure I got them all. But it's the podcast.
Work in progress.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. Well, that's why we're doing it so early. So it's a bonus. We'll airdrop it to you, and you don't even have to worry about using a crypto wallet yet. Now, for those who do just want to actually get that token, we'll be doing a pre-sale of that pretty soon, and you'll get all the same privileges that I just mentioned. And that'll be either later this week or early next week. But to get a spot, we're not going to sell too many spots for this founder pass, because you're going to be able to combine it, and it's going to be huge. So I don't want to give too many away.
It's for people who love me the most.
What's that, man?
It's for people who love me the most.
Dude, that's everybody. We're just kind of psyched out of our minds. It's funny. We've been so busy working on all kinds of stuff. I was writing an email the other day, and I never got to finish it, but it was, never join a trade room because of woo. But then it was my text to you saying, can I tell people you found this ancient Bible? I was trying to find a way to not give away your secret of this upgrade. And it sounded so funny. It was like psychic network stuff, but it's true. Like the pulse waves incorporate everything, including visions from God. So this is going to be an incredible year for people who are learning how to trade using the pulse waves. So I'm super excited about it, Dex. And I think the Algo Capitalist Society, the podcast, the exclusive community it's going to provide, the Web3 access, for those who know what that is, Web3 access to the pulse waves and to the newsletter and to all kinds of stuff, as well as live trading. It's going to be incredibly cool. It's going to overlap all over the place with what we're already doing at pulsewavetrading.com, so don't worry about that. But we want to experiment with, I don't want people to worry that they're going to miss out. But
right.
But we are going to be experimenting with some new ways to use and check out the pulse waves and hang out together. So it's a cool thing. And the only way to get it at this moment, Dex, is with that yearly sale, $888 a year for PulseWave Pro, which is soon going to become Bullpen Pro, for those
That's
who
right.
may have guessed, coming out soon. And you'll see how ludicrous that price is. So you might even say it's ludicrousness.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Absolutely. And I'm you're hearing it from me first. But we do ludicrous here. That's all we do is ludicrous things over here.
It's the truth. It's the truth. All right, dude. It's been so great to be with you. So, folks, again, if you had that, just let me know. I'll don't worry. I'll walk you through it. You know, we're a small company. It's always easy to find us, and you never have to worry about missing out. We you know where we are. So,
That's right.
Dex, I'm going to hand it back over to you. Thanks to everybody listening to me. Dex is going to now conduct a very live, very free watch list orders to see what we do in the evenings here at Pulsewave Trading. So, I'm going to play the commercial and then hand it over to you, buddy. Okay.
Will do. Thanks, my man. I appreciate you coming on.
Oh, my pleasure. By the way, here's the 888 sale we were talking about. And then, Dex, you're on your own. See you later, buddy.
Alert, alert, alert. We have what must be a mistake on our website. I am seeing that the Pulse Wave price Trigger Reports Pro membership is available for just $888 a year. Obviously, I'm firing all my people and calling the police. But before I do that, maybe you want to go and grab one. Get yourself the best yearly subscription price we have ever had on our website. This sale smells like it is about to expire. So grab a slice of that sale price cheese before Frank fixes his mistake. PulseWaveTrading.com. See if you can get there before we put it back to a reasonable price. PulseWaveTrading.com. All right, folks, you know what it is. You know what it's time for, and I know what you came for. It's time to get into these charts. All right, so like I said, it's been a wild ride these past 48 hours in the markets. Price action all over the place. But let's jump into it. Here is the first chart. This is the Bitcoin futures. Now, as you can see here, the market has been hitting, new 52-week highs, right? Back to back. Not all-time highs, but 52-week highs. And we got up here and, try to touch the 45,000 mark today in the Bitcoin futures. So the market is just going up, 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 up. No end in sight, locked in bull market. I gave my projections for these markets in last night's video. So if you missed last night's, was it last night or the night before? One of those, it actually says it. If you go to the YouTube page, I think, is it YouTube? I can't. I'm tired. On the dashboard, for past watch lists, it's on there. It's on there. The watch list report. It actually is titled. It says projections, Bitcoin, gold, silver, etc. So if you missed it, that's where you're going to find it at. All right. So right now, this market is moving hard and fast. If you've missed this initial breakout, then the next one will be coming soon. You have to wait for a pullback to get in, unless you are, you have nerves of steel that you can go ahead and get in there. But just understand, if you miss the initial legs, you run a greater risk of, by the time you get in, that it could be ready to pull back, and you're going to have to set that out and ride that pullback out. So it's always better to get in when you first get the rally alerts. All right, next one we got here is ZEC or Zcash, and this one is in a locked-in bear market now. The bull market, bullish trend momentum reading for the rally off of the lows is over. All right, that ended yesterday. So no more bullish trend momentum reading. Instead, the market is now ready to turn down with the bearish trend momentum reading and a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading for your ZEC Zcash. As far as your XRP Ripple is concerned, you'll notice that, okay, there we go. You still have the bullish trend momentum reading. You're still in the locked-in bull market, and I am expecting prices to continue to inch higher. All right, it just needs to overcome this little vortex thing here. So another couple of days of trading should be able to do it. If it can get above this side of the Kumo cloud, you should be good to go. If not, it can get sucked into the vortex and fall precipitously. So if this is going to stay afloat, it's going to need to continue to creep higher and avoid this vortex. All right, next up we got silver. So, as you know, silver had a fantastic ride. It rallied from like what was that? I want to say 21 up to like 25, 26. So big run up, right? And now you're in the corrective state. So we had a crash alert that led into today. The market gave you more downside production. And I think the top of the Kumo cloud down here around the 23 and change mark is the downside target. And I think we'll probably bounce off of that and maybe in time to get past this vortex and catch this rampage and continue higher. We'll see. If not, it can get sucked into the vortex and you're back down to $22. All right. So we'll see what happens. But so far, you are now in a corrective state. So the bulls are taking their profits and stepping aside. Dow futures finally gives us a crash alert. Wow. After hitting a new 52-week high, we finally got a crash alert in the Dow for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Will it manifest downside production or something else? The market has just gone straight up with no pullback at all, no correction at all. Straight vertical move, which is a rare occurrence, but it did it. So now it's time to correct some of that. Where might the market go? Down here to the Kumo cloud. All right, that's just the way the markets move. They always come back to that equilibrium of the Kumo cloud. All right, if you look all the way back, even back here, you came down, came back to the Kumo cloud, came down, came back down to the Kumo cloud, up past the Kumo cloud, back down to the Kumo cloud, up to the top of the Kumo cloud, breaking below the Kumo cloud, back up to the. So it's always coming back to the Kumo cloud. And right now that's around the 34,000 mark in your Dow. So you're looking at the 2,000 point drop possibility here in the short term, near term in your Dow futures. All right. So that's what it's looking like where the market is more likely to go. All right. So just FY to the I on that. All right. That's where you're probably going to go on your Bitcoin and on your Dow. All right. Bitcoin's not there yet, but at least the Dow is on its way. All right, so NASDAQ 100 already has crash alert and gave you the initial downside production, and I think it's gearing up to give you the next leg down to its downside production because the Kumo cloud target has not been reached. All right, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Kumo cloud is going to get reached. Next up, we have gold. So you saw the big, just explosive move in gold. New 52-week highs made, and then look what it did. It collapsed, and now it's giving you a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading for gold. Where might it go? Around the 2,000 mark, about $2,000 mark. All right, so we got another $40+ to drop. Next is the S&P 500. Got that crash alert coming into today's trading. No downside production yet, so I think the market sets itself up for that to occur in the overnight market. Kumo cloud is down here at the 4,300 level. All right, mid 4,300. So big downward moves on the table. Crude oil is giving you a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Looking like it wants to come out here and test the $70 psychological support because the market is gunning for the 66 handle. All right, so looking like we're about to go back into the 60s in your oil. Next up is the euro. Still has that bearish trend momentum reading, still in correction, and getting closer to the target of the top of the Kumo cloud at 107.19. Next up is the pound sterling crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Where are we going? 123.93, which is the top of the Kumo cloud. Expect that bearishness to come into play. I warned everybody that the US dollar was going to power up again, and now you're finally starting to see that. All right, the Aussie. Something interesting with the Aussie. So we've been in this nice little bear market rally, but as of right now, we have a bearish algo shift, which means the market is preparing to take back the price action. The bear market trend is now preparing to take back the price action. So this thing is headed lower. 6,400 is your psychological support, top of the Kumo cloud, where the market is gunning for right now. Next, we have the US dollar index. I told you they were counting your dollar out. I said don't do it because you still got the bullish trend momentum reading and you're in a bull market. Doesn't matter if it's below the Kumo cloud or not. And here we go. We had this rally alert, and look, we've been getting upside production. Market's headed back up here to the top of the Kumo cloud. We'll just call it 105. All right. We'll just call that 105. And that's where it's going to go. And it'll probably just burst right through here and get back top side and take out 108. All right. So right now, I know you don't want to hear this, but once it gets to the initial target, 108 is in play. All right. I've been warning you about that 108, this high back here, 108.54 for a long time. We got close to it here, but I think it's ready to do it on the next run up. All right. Ethereum futures, new 52-week highs, just like the Bitcoin futures. And we have a gap here. At some point, this gap will need to be corrected, pull back and closed. But for now, the market is not even thinking about it. It wants to run. All right, folks. So that's what it's looking like. That's what we are doing in those markets. So now I got to determine what I want to do with my trade tickets. All right. So if you look at Dex's watch list tonight, you will see that we have a crash alert for that Dow. I showed you that in the chart. We have a crash alert in the gold futures. You saw that in the chart segment just now. And then the S&P still is under the auspices of the crash alert from the day before. So that sell stop is still there. NASDAQ already triggered its sell stop the other day. Continuation pattern. Sell stop is going to be indicated on the report. We had the crash alert in the oil. All right. And then from there, we have the Russell is still a long way off. It's not even giving you any sell signals. And the sell stop is away from the market. Of course, the silver has a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading, and that sell stop is reflective there as well. Do need to do something with this thing here. So let me do this. Normally, I'm prepared to do stuff, but like I said, it's been a very busy 48 hours for me, so I haven't had a chance to do all that I want to do. So I'm going to do something real quick. Let's see. I'm still not doing anything in the Bitcoin and the Ethereum yet. I'm waiting for those markets to pull back, and then I'll get in there. So I'm bypassing those. You can trade those, that's fine, but I'm not operating in that. My first thing is I'm looking at my positions that I have open, and I want to manage those. So we're going to do that first. So let me just get myself together, and then I will show you my screen so you can see what I'm doing. All right, and let's see. If you missed the initial pound sterling, you do have a crash alert in that one for tonight. All right, so you can get in on that short if you missed the initial trade on that. And if you missed the initial on the, if you missed the initial on any of these, you got a chance to get in. So don't feel bad. All right, now let me look at my Dow, because the Dow didn't have a short, and now it does. So I'm liking that. I'm definitely going to take that. And the S&P, we're going to let that rock. I do have orders working, which you will see that haven't been filled yet. And this is one of the things I do. So when I get the report, when the reports are done, right? The first thing I'm doing is I want to see how the new updated report, if at all, is affecting my open positions. Like, do I need to move stops? Am I tightening up on stops, or am I doing anything? Because sometimes the stops will not move; they won't change. The stops are still the same, and then other times it will be different, and I'll need to either lower or raise my stop losses accordingly. Now I know you probably heard it before. Oh, you never, like if you're long, you don't ever lower your stop. You keep the stop where it is, or you tighten it up. And that sounds really good on paper, but in reality, that is not true. And because I use volatility stops, my stops ebb and flow with the market. And these are smart stops. So it's going to make sure that it gets you out of the way of the volatility, so that it doesn't come and clip you only to then move in your favor after it takes you out of the market. So with my stops, I have a very low probability of that happening because of how I do my trades. All right. So yes, there are times when you will have to widen or lower a stop. And if you want to stay in the game and have staying power and get outside of the market noise, then you too will get accustomed to doing that when the system tells you to. Now, as you know, we have two different methodologies. We have the intraday pop methodology, and then we have the end of day pop methodology. I tend to use the end of day pop methodology, meaning that I use the buy and sell stops directly from the report that you get on the dashboard. When I say report, I mean DEX's watch list. That is the report that we use in these videos. That's the report that I personally trade off of. I do not do any other reports. I use DEX's watch list. That's my thing. That's what I do. That's what I'm trading off of. I'm not trading off of anything else but that. All right. Because those have the securities in them, not the securities that I think you want me to cover. Those are the securities that I personally am trading. All right. So I got the information that I need now off the report. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you me executing my trade. So here we go. Let's execute these real quick. All right. All right, here we go. Okay. So as you can see here, these are my open positions. So I am short the silver, all right? And I'm still holding long positions in the S&P 500, all right? I'm going to want to do something about that. Oh, you can't see my screen. Here you go. All right, give me just another second here. Trying to get some stuff open here. Okay. All right, now I'm good. Now I'm good. Now I'm good. Okay. So, and this one here, hold on, wait a minute. I need to see if I can move this out my way a little bit. All right, this is good. That's good. Okay, that's cool. All right, so like I said, short the silver, long the S&P still, right? Haven't done anything there. Still long the Russell, right? Still long the Dow, okay? And I'm short in the euro, and I'm short the pound sterling, and I'm short in the NASDAQ, all right? So then I come over here, and these are the orders that are working, all right? I didn't even see that. Okay, I got a buy stop in the gold. So I'm going to take that off. That's coming out. I'm going to cancel this gold here because I'm not in the gold. And I'm not. So let me take that out of there. Yeah, you got to get in the habit too of canceling stuff that you're not dealing with, that you're not going to be dealing with. I need to cancel this Russell too. Let me cancel that. All right. Yep, you got to clean up, make sure you don't have erroneous tickets in the market. All right, so my first order of business now is this is my buy stop on the short NASDAQ. So we're going to let that rock. This is my trade to get short the S&P. We're going to go ahead and let that rock. And then here is my long NASDAQ. And I'm going to go ahead and kill that now. All right. And then I have another gold thing here. We're going to go ahead and knock that out. All right. And then we got my sell stop from a long S&P, sell stop from a long Dow, sell stop from my long Russell, and the sell stop from my Aussie, which is about to change. Okay, so oh, I'm out of the Aussie. Why is that even there? Let's take that out of there. All right, because I'm not in the Aussie. I forgot about that. I got out of the Aussie. Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Now that all that's done, let's go and make sure that our stops are correct. So first things first, in the silver, the stop should be at 26.36, so somewhere about there. And that's what I have right here. You see right here? That's there. So I have that. That is definitely working. So I'm not going to touch that. That's correct. All right. I showed you my sell stops for the stock indices. So let's make sure that those are correct. So the S&P is 45.54. This is from the day before the 45.50. So I need to update that. Bring that closer in. So 4554 even. All right. We're going to come over here. We're going to update that. All right. So that's done. Now the Dow by sell stop now is at 36.056. So we're going to change this here. Bring this, we're going to move this one up. So 36.056. All right. And there we go. And then the Russell 1637. That's good. I don't have to do anything with that. So I don't have to do anything with the stock indices because those are correct. So now we're going to move to the Forex. So we got the euro and the pound sterling. So with the euro, it should be 60. Actually, I'm sorry. With the euro, it should be 107.80 if you're shorting, and 113.14 for your stop. So let's check out that. All right. So I need to change that stop, the buy stop here. Make it 1.1314. And that stop is now in place. All right, so that's good. You want to get in the habit of, reconciling all your trades, all your open working orders and tickets and things, close out things that don't need to be, and always tighten up like that. You don't want anything erroneous triggering you in the market on a position you don't want to be in. All right, so my pound sterling, I'm looking and I can't find it, which means my pound sterling is wide open. That's a no-no. We need to put our stop in. So let's come over here and do 127.38, and that's what we're going to do. So I come over here to the pound sterling, highlight that, right click, and I'm going to put 100%, and it's going to cancel all open orders, which is fine. And we're going to put this as a stop. And we're going to put 1.2738. All right, we're going to make it a good till cancel order, allow it to trigger outside of regular trading hours. All right, and then we're going to submit. All right, and then you see it here working. All right, so it is working. All right, so now I don't have to worry about it. It's there. It's working. It's doing what it's supposed to do. All right, so all my open positions are now covered. So what do I want to do about any new positions? Well, we have some crash alerts tonight that we need to deal with, and I would like to take advantage of it. So first things first, let's move this over here. Okay, so the Dow right now is at 36,250, right? And we got a short at 36,056. So what am I going to do? I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do the Dow right here. And I'm going to put those sell short orders in. All right. We're doing that right now. Always use a stop. All right. I'm always using stop. I'm always stopping myself into the market and stopping myself out of the market. All right. Unless I'm trying to take quick profits, then I'll go ahead and I will use a market order all day long to help get me out of the market and take profits. I don't mind doing that at all. Oh boy. My trading platform just crashed. So give me a second. I'm going to relog in again. Bear with me just a moment. Now, I did get a message about trading equities in other countries. Now, because I'm in the United States of America, I don't have access to those foreign equities, so I cannot trade those at this time. But if you see me place trades, it's no different. You're going to trade the stocks on the Australian, on the ASX, or on the Winnipeg exchange. It doesn't matter what the exchange is. The TSX Toronto exchange, doesn't matter what the exchange is. Okay, it's still the same. Now I know outside of the U.S., some countries have different rules and they allow you to do certain things that you may not be able to do here in the U.S. So it's a little bit harder to short stocks here in the U.S. I can't put open orders in opposite directions on equities, especially if you're selling short, meaning that you don't own the shares. So if let's say I wanted to buy Microsoft at $50 a share, and I want to short it if it hits $40 a share, and instead of putting in two different orders, put in a buy stop at 50 and a sell stop at 40, it won't let me do it. It'll let me put the buy stop in because I don't own any shares. So it'll let me put the buy stop in, or it'll let me put in a sell short order, and that's it. I can't do both. It won't let me do it like that. I don't know why. It's the USA. It's whatever. That's why I don't really trade equities, right? Unless there's some type of situation going on and there's a and the market's making me an offer I can't refuse. That's different. But those are rare, and like I said, I don't fool with equities. Even the indexes like the SPY, the QQQ, I don't even fool with those. Why? When I can just go right into the futures. You know what I mean? So um, you won't see me really fooling with those with equities. But I will do a example here on the trading platform just to show you what I'm talking about. Just so you can see it for yourself. Because I can tell you, but I much rather show you so you can really see what I'm talking about. All right, I got the platform back. So let me go ahead and show you my screen again. Then we'll wrap this up. All right. All right, so we were doing the Dow. So let's get back into that. All right, so the ticker here is MYM. And we're going to go ahead. We're still in the December contract. So we're going to go ahead and short our we're going to go ahead and short our Dow. All right, so the sell stops at 36,056. And we're going to make it a good till cancel order. On Interactive Brokers, you want to check this trigger outside of regular trading hours. That way, while I'm sleeping tonight, if the Dow collapses and drops 1,000 points, it'll trigger me short, and I'll wake up a very happy person. So that's how we do that. All right, the stop's at 36,356. All right. Oh, you can't see my screen. Hold on. Sorry. Now you can. All right, so there's my Dow. All right. I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to show you trading stocks. Okay. That's not going to work. Let's do, what do you want me to do? Apple? We'll do Apple. All right, so here's Apple. It's a stock, right? So it's traded on the NASDAQ. So we're going to click that, right? All right. As you can see here, it's about $193 a share, right? So let's say you have my report open on your dashboard. And let's say the buy stop was at $200. So you come in here and you would place your buy stop, right? And you'll put your price in $200, right? And you would make it, good till cancel, fill outside of regular trading hours if you can, right? And then you go ahead and you put your stop. Let's say the sell stop was at 150. So you come over here and go 150. That's your stop loss. Okay. And then you hit submit and you're done. All right. Now check this out. I want to show you this. This is what the system will not let you do. Because you heard me say it, but now I'm going to show you. All right. So I'm buying. I want to buy at 200, right? Okay. And my stop loss here is going to be at 150, right? I'm going to submit this. Now watch this. I'm going to submit this. All right. So there it is, right? You see it to buy, right? Now watch this. I'm gonna put I want to do a sell stop because now, what if it falls to, that 150, right? I would like to be short. So here's 150, and we're gonna make this one a good till cancel order 2, right? And the stop is going to be at the buy stop price of 200, right? All right. So let's see what happens. It let me do it. What do you know? Now on Thinkorswim, it wouldn't let me do that. I'm shocked. I was just waiting for an error message to come up. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so Interactive Brokers will let me do the bracket order for equities. Wow. Y'all saw that, right? You saw how I put in the buy stop first. And once that triggers, it has a sell order attached to it to get out at 150, but then I got a sell stop in here also with the stop loss. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting that it let me do that. I wonder how would it execute though? Huh. Okay. I guess I stand corrected. Thinkorswim won't let me do it, but interactive brokers will let me bracket an order for a stock. Well, okay then. All right. Well, lesson learned. All right. So that's that. So let's move on so we can wrap this up. Okay. So I'm long the S&P. The S&P does have that short, and that I showed you that from before. We're gonna let it rock, except for we're gonna change the entry. Okay. To 4554. All right. And there it is. All right. And we're already in short the NASDAQ, so I can ignore that. And the Russell, it doesn't matter. So still long that. All right. So that's pretty much it on that front. And I'm short the euro and the pound sterling. The Aussie looks like it wants to roll. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that Aussie back in. All right, so let's do that. Okay, the Aussie is M6A. All right, that's the ticker for that. In December contract. And we're going to go ahead and sell some Aussie here. And if you have any questions with placing these orders or you need some help or what have you, you can always shoot me a message in the trading room and I will get back to you at my earliest convenience and help you through it. If you need to do a live chat thing, we can do that too. We can do it in Slack. We can do it in Discord, the one-on-one if you need it. I'm here for you guys. All right. All right. So that's it. We're done, man. Still thinking, do I wanna try that oil, man? Oil was mean to me this week, so I don't know. You know what? Forget it. We're gonna do it. MCL. We're gonna do it. Why not? Why not? All right. So the front month is January contract. All right. So let's go in here and let's do it. Why not? Let's see if the thing is just gonna crater and go away. I think it probably will. Let's see. All right. Now I know the stop, you're probably like cringing when you see the $130.69. Just go with it. So, okay, that's another thing too. All right, so now we're saying I'm having a margin issue. So, all right, we'll close it for now. Won't let me do it. I don't want to mess up my margin. Okay, I'll leave it. I guess I won't be able to do that one. All right, so we got enough going on. We got the S&P, we got the Dow, we got the Russell, we got silver, we got the euro, we got the pound sterling, we got the NASDAQ. I think we're covered. We're good to go here. We don't need to do nothing else. All right, so I'm done. I have all my stuff in and we're not worried about it. All right, like I said, any questions or anything like that, you need any assistance in place of some of your trades or interpreting what to do with the report, just hit me up and we can do a live thing in Discord or what have you if you need it. I'm always here for you. All right. Remember, the system works if you work the system. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And on that note, I'll see y'all in the trading room. I'm out. Peace.